All right, today is Thursday, October 28th, 2021. Taking a look at the morning price action on the NASDAQ and how my trading was for today. Um, Kind of a slow start to the day. As you can see, here's kind of a zoomed out view of the morning. We got chomped around for quite a bit right here until we finally were able to break out, not until 7:30. So it took about an hour after market open for us to kind of break out of this little zone right here. As you can see, the 15 on both the S&P and the NASDAQ were both on buy signals all day long. Broke below just once, it looks like right at market open, but other than that, buy signal all day long. So let's go ahead and zoom in right here. Market opened right here. Couldn't get far enough past the 3 and 2 minute resistance that was printing, and so that continued, which gave us a good sell signal right here with existing 3 and 2 minute resistance printing. Thing I didn't like about that is at the same time S&P was ripping higher on buy signals. I did take this for a quick scalp of 10 points. Probably should have looked for 15, but I just took 10. It's hard not to take that trade with 3 and 2 minute printing, and had been printing for a while. We couldn't break above, so we dropped down. But with S&P contradicting it, and with the buy signal, and with the 15 minute, I just looked to lock in profit quickly, which is exactly what I did. So moving along, obviously didn't continue downward, bounce back up. This actually was a valid buy signal. 3 and 2 minute were showing at this time that this bar printed. I did not take it just because I am trading the E-mini contract this week rather than micros, and so when I'm doing that, I just like to be a little more risk adverse and not jump in right away until I have full confirmation. So didn't take that one. Hindsight, obviously, was a good decision. Wouldn't have known that, going into that trade though. Next entry would have been right here once we finally broke out of this little area that we were just kind of trapped in for a good 15, 20 minutes or so. This was a valid buy. Did not take this one either. I just didn't like how many green bars were occurring. I didn't like how long before this bar printed that we had touched 1 minute support, because technically that's a sweet spot. But I mean, look at we're going touch the 1 minute support at 53. This didn't print until 7:08 on the West Coast, so that's what, almost 15. That's about 15 minutes. So 15 bars had printed before we got that sweet spot. So I avoided that one. But at that point, we did have 3 and 2 minute printing. As you can see, we came back down, tested support again on the 1 minute, and then this right here, this was a clean sweet spot entry. I don't recall why, but I did not jump in. Obviously, it would have been a good trade. In at 90, say we have a 15-point stop, 75 down in this range. In at 90, it wasn't a quick run, but gradual run that at the peak of it got to a little more than 50 points. Would have been a 2 green bar stop right there, so move it to about 07. Obviously, it continued upwards. 2 green bar exit there. Let's call it 32 or 30. That's a good 42 points that ran. If I had a 50-point profit target, that would have been hit, which would have been a good day, despite kind of the chop that happened early on in the day. So that was the bulk of the day. There was one more little run right here, and as you can see, when we got this at 7:22, where are we at right here? 7:22. We're still in a sell signal, so that also was reason to be a little cautious there. But regardless, with all this support printing, that should have been a good entry that I should have taken. Coming along over here to the 8:15 time frame. Let's see where we are at on ES around this time. These two markets were not totally in sync today. S&P and NASDAQ were not completely in sync. Did have a buy signal here, so this would have been a good entry around 30 and some change. Popped up to a high of 50 and change, so a quick 20-point run, but then dropped back down pretty quickly. And ultimately, if you followed AbleTrend rules, that would have been a loss because this two green bar exit was not within 10 points. So you've been looking for it to continue onwards. So those were the trades today. Another little runner there that didn't quite pan out, but that's pretty late in the morning for me to be trading. I like to trade up till 8:30 or so. And so yeah, that was morning trading for Thursday, October 28th, 2021.